We should search for evidence of truth with diligence and honesty, and be heartily ready to receive evidence, whether for the agreement or disagreement of ideas. Diligence and humility is a way to thrive in the riches of understanding. We should search with a steady honesty of soul and a sincere impartiality to find the truth. We should watch and guard against temptation that might bribe our judgment or warp it aside from truth. Do not indulge yourself to wish that any unexamined proposition were true or false. A wish often perverts the judgment and tempts the mind strangely to believe upon slight evidence whatsoever we wish to be true or false. Since the evidence of the agreement or disagreement of two ideas determines our assent to any proposition, we should suspend our judgment and neither affirm nor deny till evidence appear. However, there are 4 classes when truth can be revealed to us aside from evidence and even reason. This is called revelation. Number 1, when revelation takes 2 clear ideas, but joins them in a way that is not discoverable by reason. These can be mistaken for impossible ideas. For example, the dead shall rise again. The earth shall be burnt up. Jesus Christ shall return from heaven. Number 2, when revelation affirms any proposition while reason has no clear and distinct ideas of the subject or of the predicate. We can know something is true, but we may not know how it's true, or even necessarily fully what is being talked about. For example, God created all things by Jesus Christ. God used the Urim and Thummim of the Old Testament to answer his people. Again, we know these are true, but we do not know how, or even have a full understanding exactly what he was talking about. Thirdly, when revelation, in plain and express language, declares some doctrine to be true, even though our reason at present does not know the evidence or even how to reconcile some of it with other things we know. For example, the baby Jesus laying in the manger was also the mighty God. Our mind cannot fully fathom that idea, even though we know it is true. Fourthly, when 2 propositions or doctrines are affirmed to be true by divine revelation, even though our reason at present does not know how to reconcile the 2 propositions. For example, the Father is the only true God, John 17:3. And yet, Christ is over all, God blessed forever, Romans 9:5. We know that they are true, but we do not have a clear idea of how the proposition is reconciled. Yet, there are many truths and prophecies that were affirmed in Scripture to be true. Even though centuries before they came to pass, the reader may not have understood how they could be reconciled. When divine revelation affirms something to be true, our reason is bound to believe them, because it cannot prove them to be utterly inconsistent or impossible. In these cases, reason must submit to faith. That is, we are bound by what God asserts, and we will have to wait until he shall clear up that which seems dark and difficult, until the mysteries of faith shall be further explained to us, either in this world or in the world to come. One of the greatest principles of wisdom that man can arrive at in this world, and the best human security against the dangerous mistakes in speculation and practice, is this: your degree of assent to every proposition should bear an exact proportion to the different degrees of evidence. Again, your degree of assent to every proposition should bear an exact proportion to the different degrees of evidence. I believe that the earth is about 24,000 miles around, because the mathematical proof of this is sound and strong. And yet stronger than that, when I say that the earth was created by the power of God, I have a greater and infallible assurance of this than all the rest, because reason and Scripture join to assure me of it. Keep your mind always open to receive truth, and never set limits to your improvements. Be always ready to hear what may even object against your favorite opinions. When you overcome an error, you gain truth. We should labor with earnest diligence and fervent prayer that our most fundamental and important points of belief and practice may be established upon just grounds of reason and Scripture.